Okay, just doing a quick stream. Excuse me. Check some settings, do a quick run around on the server. Nothing important. Let me turn this, make sure I can hear over here. Moving OBS so I can see the mic level. There we go. So, you can see I have the little webcam up in the corner, also kind of testing that. So it might be time to sleep. It's over here. Yep, nighttime. Can't tell from down here, but I'm like half watching the OBS over here, trying to figure out what these lights mean. Looks like I'm dropping a lot of frames. That doesn't look good. Looks like it's getting better though. Yeah, I think I had a slow batch there. It looks green now. Do this real quick, see what it says. We got 52 frames per second. It's not great. Probably because I'm also streaming, is my guess. See if I change anything. Options real quick. Graphics fast, decrease. The bobbing off 120. Yeah, that'll do. 52 is fine for me. I am not a professional. Let's go out and check on everyone's favorite, the bees. Actually, let's do a quick tour. So this is the compound. There's the far wall. That's bees there. That's our mine entrance. I'm also I put a de-esser on here, and I'm going to see how well it's working. Probably not well. I'm just an SE guy, I guess. These are my water wheels. Just started building a dock. This is my pagoda. Wait till it all renders in. There we go. I've never done one before. I decided I wanted to try making one. So let's land on the tree here. Boom. So that's the pagoda. You can see I built a little bridge. Fall down here. Ooh. Still need to put some roads in and stuff. Here's the bridge. Didn't have any way to get in before I built this, so I figured I better build one. You go in on, I guess this is the second level, technically. I haven't put anything in it yet, as you can see. I say as you can see, I mean, nobody's watching. But, you know, I gotta go through the motions. There's no way out down here because it's ground level to a island that doesn't really go anywhere. May eventually put another, like a trapdoor in it, because underneath here is a cavern that comes from the tree, under the tree over there, where a lot of the mines have gone through. Let's just do a quick tour of the basement. Scooch over here. Oh, yep, let me grab these real quick while I'm here. So new ones will start growing. So if these ones out front have started yet. Oh, this one hasn't, but these did. Good. They weren't growing on the other side of the house for some reason. And I'll go grab these. Could you start a car drive by? I'd be curious if the microphone picked that up or not. All right, we will put the ender pearls in the computer. So we'll do a quick tour around the inside of the house. Actually, let's do a look at the outside of the house first. So that's the house I built. Got 4 windmills on the roof. Let's go up there. They all go down to one connection, which goes down underneath. Okay, and this is totally realistic. The double windmills next to each other spin in the same way, but hey, Minecraft. So we go up into the house. This is the first floor. have our kitchen over here. Nothing else really built inside there yet. Go to the second floor. I have this. There's going to be another area up here. Haven't done anything with that yet. Have a couple of rooms. In this room, there's a ladder and a trapdoor. And then another ladder, a trapdoor, which goes up to the roof where those windmills are. That's how I was getting up there before I had the jetpack. Oops. There we go. Let's see. A quick tour of the basement. There's my fireplace that, you know, doesn't work. Again, because Minecraft. Down into the basement. This is where all my stuff is. Bed, well. Over here we have the smeltery and the tinker stuff. And then over here is the coke oven and blast furnace for making steel. And creosote oil for tinker's, immersive engineering stuff. In the middle here, it's just machines. Do different things. Some lines back to the computer that takes the outputs of these and allows me to input things to them. Like right now it's any nether quartz in the computer, it's automatically pulling through and grinding up and sending back to the computer. It gets its power from there. I'll show the power. Barrel of lava, because of course. So here's where the power all comes in. This comes in from the windmills. That's actually a through connector that goes outside. So the power from the windmills and the water wheels comes in there. Here. That's what I meant. Comes in here. Then it goes to this relay through. This is the thing that I can check how much power is being sucked through at any given time. Got 6 of these. 3 go over to the computer and anything else I put over there. And then 3 go to everything else. Here's my immersive engineering things. They are making right now nether wart, I think carrots, potatoes, and hemp, which go into this chest, which apparently is all carrots and potatoes right now. So let's turn on these. They go out of that into this as a bioreactor, and once it has all 3 of everything, it creates biofuel or bio something. Biofuel, which goes to that pipe outdoors. We'll go with that does in a second. That switch allows me to turn all of this stuff off as a whole, but I also have a switch on each one of these, so I can turn them on and off as, you know, this gets wherever. Let's see here. We can take some of these carrots out. Oh, that's a lot of carrots. I have absolutely no need for these carrots other than this bioreactor. So I will throw them away. Trash can. This right now, it pulls out all of the hemp because I have plenty in the computer. I don't need any hemp. I put the highest servo I could for now on there, just so it pulls out the hemp really, really fast. Let's see. We'll show again where that goes in a second. I think that's it here. Actually, let's see the other 2 power sources. I mean, originally all the power was coming in from the windmills and the water wheels, and that was enough most of the time. Occasionally I needed a little extra boost of power for, like, for instance, if I put the wireless terminal here into that to charge it up, it starts draining these things, you know. It like sucks the power completely out of one of these, and it takes it a while to charge back up if everything else is running. So I wanted a little bit more power capacity. What's it ticking right now? 282 still. So I added these. These are thermoelectric generators. Can't see it all, but they have pyrotheum on one side, and then it's compressed ice on the other side, because just about anything else dies. Well, I didn't want water, and regular ice dies, so pyrotheum on one side, ice on the other, and do that 2 directions. And I've got 4 of them here, putting their power up to this and going upstairs. And also, you see these cables going the other way here. This is the computer connection to go upstairs to all those machines. I know I'm going really fast. This is, again, just a test and just for me. Down here is, I decided this was power most of the time, but I wanted to have enough power for anything. So, of course, when you want enough power for anything, you build yourself a little reactor. It's mostly cooling and stuff. It's actually only 2 cells high, but it works really well. Enderium for the cooling. The rest of this is just decorative, because all that really matters is what goes out in the 4 primary directions from these. See, that's where all this puts in the yellorium, or uranium, I guess it is, in this mod pack, and this pulls out the cyanite. This little circuit over here, if you look at this, right now it's at, let's put something in here so you can see it, about 55% full and going down. Once it gets down to about 10% full, it will trigger this one, I believe. When it gets below 10%, this one outputs a signal to this. When it gets above 90%, this one outputs a signal. This is what they call an RS latch. Basically, once it gets a signal on the other side, it'll switch to the other state, and then it'll stay there until it gets a signal on this side, even if this signal goes away. And what that does is it goes up to another one, which is designed to enable and disable based on the signal coming to it. It turns on and off the reactor. So, short description. When it gets up to 90%, this one turns the reactor off. When it gets down to 10%, this one turns it back on. So it's only being used when I actually need stuff. This is where the power goes off and goes upstairs. This is a flux plug. It's a way to wirely transfer power around. If we go back upstairs, I'm trying to go through this quick so I can turn it off. Here is where the power from the reactor comes up into the system. Obviously, nothing is coming. I mean, very little comes through here ever. It's just more because than anything. This is my computer, the cabling going down into the ground and going off to the other areas. The computer and such. I think that's all in here. Let's go take a quick look outside at the bees, because everybody loves bees. To eat. All right, click. Right out here, we have some bees. They have to be here because this is a beach biome, and that's a savanna biome, which is too hot for most bees until I get alvearies built and can control the temperature. So I have to have them over here on the beach to make them work. These are just making honey mainly to get the honey out of. These are at the moment making royal jelly and pollen clusters, so I can build the alveary, which is over here. Let's run over here and sleep. All right. Out over that way is the orchard. Fly up a little bit so you can see it. These little things here, these are core samples. I'll mention those in a second. Ooh, Enderman. I'm gonna go kill an Enderman. side quest. Hang on. Don't look at him, because I want to get close to him. Then I'm going to hit him. And once I hit him, he can't transport away because of the sword I'm using. Okay, sorry. Where were we? These are core samples. This is uranium. The core samples are for immersive engineering. I made a quarry, and I can set it up in any one of these places. That's where the power from that flex point is going to. Quarry's in another dimension right now getting quartz. But by having it, that flex point, I can just, it's a self-contained thing that I can move around and set up wherever I need it. The B power comes from, forgot about this, over here. That bioreactor downstairs comes out into these, and these are biofuel generators. And they take the biofuel from that thing and turn it into electricity, which goes up to there. This is what I originally had powering the quarry when it was just out over here close enough until I had enough uranium to build the reactor. So these wires were going out over there. Now that I don't need them for the reactor, I repointed them over here to the bees. So they come in up there, right there, sorry. Goes into these two capacitors as kind of a buffer. From there it goes to here, which goes out to everywhere. So this one goes to these machines. From here to that one just goes to the B-pewter. Yeah, I know. And this one comes down to my garden cloche, I think it's called cloche. This basically makes seeds for this, so I can make seed oil. Couple other bee related things. Right now this is making the scented paneling that I need for the alveary. So real quick, I'll do this after I get off the stream. So if we take these, put them here, this is going to make me, what, 2 more? Oh, 3 more. Look at that. I think I still had some. Oh, 24. It's 8, 8, 8. Oh, yeah, 3 of them. So you need 27 of these for each one. So I need 8 more. Once I can make one of these, then I can hook water up to it and heaters and stuff, and I can control the temperature so I can put any bees in it. Once I have one of these working, then I'll be able to breed jungle bees, which will allow me to make the silk to build a bee suit. In the past, I've always used bee for resources and stuff, but I don't need to because I'm using the quarry, so this is more for fun than anything. That's right, doing bees for fun. Don't judge me. And that's about it. Redwood tree. My wife always builds a house in a redwood tree. We're just playing around with stuff. So now I get to turn this off. I'll turn off the stream anyway, and later I will download the Twitch deal and see how it sounds. See if I've helped the S's and T's any. Even if I haven't, I learned something about it. And that's it. Talk to you later. Ape. Transition.